everyone, it's Amanda here with your July 2019 RuneScope. This month, the big news is that your mid-year check-in RuneScopes are now available over on my Vimeo channel. These are readings covering July through December, the rest of the year. So if you want to see where you're at, what's coming up, definitely check that out. That link is below in the box. Just click or tap the little arrow beneath the video. It's also a good time for those of you who purchased any of my yearly RuneScopes that I posted at the beginning of the year. The 2019 RuneScope, the Career RuneScope, or the Love RuneScope. It's a good time to rewatch those, and you can purchase those if you haven't already. There's still, a full half a year left, and kind of see where you're at in those and what's coming up. So it's a good time to kind of check those out. I will move those up on the list over on my Vimeo channel. That's where all this stuff is. So on the main page, I'll put it underneath the spiritual guidance for July. Just tap the show more button over there and it'll load the rest of those videos if you want to purchase any of those. The mid-year though will be at the top, and then your spiritual guidance for July, which this month I will be pulling and interpreting one card from the awesome Faeries Oracle by Brian Froud. He's an amazing artist. If you like Labyrinth or The Dark Crystal, which I do, two wonderful movies from my childhood, he was instrumental in designing the puppets and the characters in those movies. And the cards are amazing. He also has a book called Good Fairies and Bad Fairies, which this deck I believe is based upon. It does have the same fairies in it, but this is an oracle deck. So if you like his work, he's a genius. I do encourage you to check out the book, but also this deck if you're into oracle cards. That's going to be for July. Give us our additional wisdom. We'll get some additional wisdom and guidance and advice from Brian Froud this month. That's over on Vimeo as well. But here with our runes for July, I'm going to stick with a whimsical theme this month. And the tarot deck we'll be using is the Paulina Tarot by Pauline Stuckey. Is that her last name? I'm going to make sure I get it right, because this is also, she's another, Paulina Cassidy, sorry. She's another amazing artist. So we're featuring a lot of very cool artists this month on the RuneScope's channel. But without further ado, let's jump in and take a look at what July holds for you. Hey Taurus, it's Amanda here with your July 2019 RuneScope. We're jumping into the rune bag. And I forgot I already did an intro, so you got to hear that twice. It's been a very long day, Taurus. Bear with me. Please bear with me. Which rune's going to talk to Taurus? July 2019 for Taurus. There it is. As always, Taurus, keep in mind that these are general readings, not private readings. So I'm tapping into a lot of different Tauruses out there. I'm going to try to give everybody as many messages as I can. If you would like more messages or clarification maybe on something that may be coming up here in your Taurus sun sign reading, you can check out the video for your rising sign as well. In fact, you'll probably find that that is usually the most accurate in a general reading. But if you would like something far more specific that's just about you and your specific circumstances and the people in your life, you can schedule a Skype session with me. Just drop me a line at my email address and I'll get back with you and let you know what I have available. In general though, we're going to start in the present. So this could be going on anytime between like end of June, early July-ish for most of you. For others of you, this could be what's going on whenever you're watching this video. In the present, we've got the King of Wands in reverse. And here's what this card looks like in the upright. Our King of Wands in the Paulina Tarot. So you could be dealing with a fire sign here, Taurus. Capricorn got a similar message in the same position. It was the Queen of Wands with them in reverse. So we could be talking about a Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Leo person, sun or rising. Fire would be their predominant element. However, they could have a lot of fire in their chart, but let's see what's coming through with the runes here. some of you out there got stood up by this person. So if it's a romantic interest, I'm also feeling like maybe some of you are dealing with a long distance situation. Like maybe you were supposed to make plans to travel or meet, or maybe this is even like we were making plans for someone to move so that we could be together and not have to do the long distance thing anymore. And someone's like dropping the ball or changing their mind or putting you off, or standing you up, didn't show up. But then maybe when you asked why, you got like the runaround, because Peridro is here saying like the motivations or the real reason was hidden. Could be somebody being dishonest with you as well. So it's weird. So yeah, there's something hidden. There's something this person's trying to hide, and it's either about, you know, and if you've never met in person at all, this could be because they aren't who they portrayed themselves to be online or in your text messages or whatever. Maybe they, you know, maybe they've stolen someone else's picture or whatever. They're not who they've said they are. Or something came up that they had to do and they don't want you to know about it for some reason, Taurus. And they may get angry or upset when you kind of press them for details, and which is also weird, because it's like, hey, you're the one that didn't show up or didn't do what you said you were going to do. Why are you upset with me for saying, why didn't you do what you said you were going to do? You know what I mean? It's like this, they're going to try to deflect it or put it off on you, like, you know, or you know, just be like, I don't want to talk about it, or, you know, make up some flimsy excuse. I think the truth's going to come out though, because I was here is saying, be patient. The truth will come out. Like whatever's being hidden, you're going to find out what it is. Some of you may surprise this person. Like you may just show up at their house, or, you know, just to, because you may be like, that's the only way I'm ever going to see who this is, or, you know, I'm just going to show up there, and, or, you know, I know they go to this bar, so I'm just going to go over there. And it may be like the same night that they were supposed to meet you. You may be like, I'm just going to go stop by that bar this person always hangs out at. Now this could be a male or a female. Again, these are general readings, so for some of you this could be a male. For others of you, you could be dealing with a female here. But yeah, there's something somebody's trying to hide here, Taurus, and I think you're going to be determined to figure out what it is. And it may be like a series of things. Like July may be like, okay, this is like the fourth time you haven't been forthcoming with what you're up to, or you haven't been where you've said you were going to be, or you know, and you're getting pretty sick of it here, Taurus. The challenge for July, I've got the Emperor in reverse. Again, fire sign energy. Let me see what's coming through with the challenge. Again, this arrogance, this tyrannical, my way or the highway, or it's okay for me to waste everyone else's time or waste your time. This could be somebody at work too, because of Fehu here. We could have, we've got some associations with work for some of you. So maybe this is a boss or a client or somebody who's like always giving, you know, never meeting you when they say they're going to meet you for a meeting, or a boss that keeps promising you a raise, and then, you know, when there's always an excuse, or he always like tries to get out of the meeting. Or for some of you, you may be trying to transfer. You're like, I want to transfer within the company, or I want to move up. I want to be promoted. Again, I want a title or experience. You know, I want to move into a different position and get a raise. And you know, you may be like, I should be there by now. And it seems like this person is always like they're blocking you, this person, because they don't want to let you go, because maybe this is your boss and you do too much, you know, you do good work for him or her, and they don't want you to leave, because then who's going to do that? You know, it's all about them. There's this, you know, their needs are more important than your career goals, Taurus. So yeah, your challenge is to get that offer, get that raise. You know, you may have to be like throwing down an ultimatum here. You know, you may have to go over this person's head. You know, maybe under the guise of, you know, I have asked, and I just wanted to ask you, like, what I should do about this, because I kind of feel like if this person just doesn't want to lose me, so they won't let me transfer, they won't let me apply for these positions at the other office, or they won't let me move up. This person's trying to hide the real reason why, you know, why they won't, even though it does seem to be for selfish reasons. If this is the way this is working out, there's a reason they don't want you to move up, but they don't want you to know that it's about them, because they don't want to be called on their own selfishness, right? Some of you, your challenge is to leave this situation, right, and move on to a new situation. Others of you, Taurus, it may be you trying to move to where, if it's a romantic, like long distance relationship, it may be you trying to move where this person is, and you're trying to find work there. But it's like, I gotta find the, you know, an offer that's going to be enough, or, you know, you're waiting on the right offer, and this person may be getting impatient. Fire signs are not known for their patience, so you know, they could be like, you know, you should be here already, or, you know, it may be the fire sign that's starting to think you don't want to be with them, and they're like starting to get upset about it. But I kind of feel like many of you, your challenge could be at work, and you're trying to leave a position, move up, and the boss is blocking you, or somebody's trying to prevent you because they want to keep you where you're at, because that benefits them in some way. So you may have to start looking outside the company in July, because it does, you know, maybe you would be better off. Sometimes things like this happen because maybe we are supposed to leave that company. Maybe there's somewhere else where you would do much better, Taurus. You would be able to not only get the title you deserve, but the money would be better. So do some investigating in July. Because you know, it could be that you do get an offer and you do get a new opportunity, and it's outside the company, and this person can't do anything about it, and like he's hopping mad, he or she. The help that's going to be available, we've got the Queen of Swords in reverse, another person energy. Yeah, lots of people. Here's what the Queen of Swords looks like in the upright. So this is air sign energy. The air-fire mix, they could be the same person. They could be a fire sign with air sign rising, or vice versa, but air signs are Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Again, this is a queen, but could just as easily be a male for some of you. Let me see what the help is here. This is someone with a track record of being dishonest. So I feel like this is, for many of you, the same person. So if it's work, you may be, it's like, you know, everybody knows this, and it's like your group, your team, your coworkers, everybody who's worked for this person or who is on the team under this person, like knows that they do this, that they're vindictive like this, and that they are motivated only by what, you know, what's going to improve their life. They also don't like to see people succeed and move on. There's this ooh, what if this person goes above me, you know, or gets past my level. There's a resentment here for that. I do feel like though other people know this within the company, if that's what you're dealing with. So if you were to go talk to like HR or talk to somebody above, like whoever this person's boss is, if it's the owner of the company, there's not so much you can do, right? Or, you know, if it's the top level, but it is kind of like maybe there is an HR department or because there is support coming. And I do feel like there's going to be, there could be a breakthrough for some of you here. Others of you, if it's this like, if it's a romantic relationship, again, being stood up, or someone you're dating, not showing up where they say they're going to show up, I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of support from your friends to be like, hey, you don't have to put up with this, Taurus. You know, it's time for you to maybe cut the cord here, cut the ties, or find out what's going on. And you may find out what's going on online. But yeah, there's going to be some sort of lie or secret revealed, and you're going to be I just see you being, I knew it, but also just disgusted at someone's behavior and feeling like, you know, what a low, like a low vibration kind of energy this person is, you know, just not good, not a good person. And I mean, unfortunately, you know, it can be kind of like, oh, you know, why am I in a long distance relationship? It's really easy to hide who you it's a lot easier to hide who you really are, because you're not seeing each other as much, right? Most of your interactions are on text or FaceTime or, you know, whatever, but you're not having to show up places as much, right? And you're not able to kind of surprise each other and things like that. And it's just easier to hide things at a distance than it is in person. And Taurus, I think you're getting a realization here, but again, you've got like support, you've got people backing you saying, go Taurus, like whether this is on the job or like getting to the bottom of someone's tricks here in July. What must be accepted? You got the Hanged Man. So it's a period of suspension, because he is suspended. It's very literally what this is. It's a waiting for the truth to come out, honestly. Yeah, it's like a timeout. I'm taking a timeout. Now, if this is a romantic relationship and you tell this person, I need some time, we're gonna take a break. They are gonna come at you like they are gonna oh no, I want to get married and I want to do that. It's like they're gonna overdo it. Here. And honestly, what I'm seeing is like some of you, if you take the time out, this person, like they may already have someone else that they're like seeing, and they end up, oh, well, you know, I'm going to move in with this person anyway, or and I mean, so I think that true colors are being revealed. You're being saved from making a big mistake here, Taurus, but you know, I actually see if this is the work thing and you're like just taking some time out to reassess and kind of look around, see what opportunities are out there, you're going to find a magnificent new job. I see a new partnership, a new beginning. And it may be something that you were kind of looking at in the springtime. It may have started like in March or April that you found a job listing, or you were kind of looking at this company. They didn't have anything open then, but they do now, because there's something that has been suspended or like in a period of wait and see, and now it's moving forward. Now, unfortunately, we do have Mercury retrograde in July, so it's not the best time to sign on at a new place or sign contracts, but you got to do what you got to do. here, Taurus. So, but you may be kind of like, you know what? How about an August start date? Like, you may be able to put it off a little bit so that you can miss that pesky Mercury stuff. Others of you, if this is like a bad relationship or a situation that's ending, I don't think you're going to be single very long, Taurus. I mean, it does seem like you could be meeting someone new in July. There may already be someone around that you're interested in. Yeah. Got a lot of luck around new starts, new projects, new jobs, new relationships. New, not old, not anyone that's around before July. It does seem like it's time to wash the slate clean here. This could also be a win on the job front if you're talking to somebody above this manager or whoever's trying to block you. If you could get a win here. Because, I think this is coming up because there is a job opening that you want to apply for, and like you may be a shoo-in for this. So it could be like the person above this person is like, we want Taurus. So I don't care. You're going to have to replace Taurus because they're moving in to this position. So I'm seeing a new beginning, and I'm seeing, it's like you do everything you can do, and then you kind of back off and kind of wait and see what's coming. There's going to be a new perspective offered on the situation, and I feel like it's coming from a higher up in the job situation. And then you get the offer, and you're so excited because you can get away from this person. So yeah, some of you, it is going to, if you're able to kind of talk to someone above, it does seem like that's going to pay off and get you the job that you want. Others of you may be leaving. You may be going somewhere totally different, and it's still going to be better. It's still going to be like a gift. You're going to feel very lucky and fortunate with this opportunity. The outcome is the High Priestess in reverse. Someone else got this. I think it was Capricorn, but here's what this looks like in the upright. Let me see what's coming through with our runes here. Well, this is a harvest that you did not see coming. You really didn't think this would happen as soon as it's happening. But yeah, in the reverse, it can be about secrets coming out, about somebody who thought they had all their bases covered, that they had hidden something from you, Taurus, and then boom, it's out. And they were trying very hard to hide it. But they're not very good at it. They're really just not a very good liar. It's like you were onto them from the start. But honestly, I think that you're going to be so methodical about your moves in July, Taurus, and it's going to pay off in the ultimate way. Better than even you expected, because I've got all these like cards of like maybe trepidation with the Hangman, like I'm not sure, should I do this, or and just really calculating and thinking your moves through, and it works out more easily than you thought it would, and it works out more quickly. Like you're moving right into this right away. And you're like, man, I thought that would take a couple of months, or, so yeah, I mean, and don't be scared of the Mercury retrograde thing. Again, that is just a caveat that if you can avoid it, it might be a good idea. But I feel like whatever you're signing up for or whatever comes your way, it is like you're supposed to grab it. It's because it's paying off better than you ever thought it would. And fairness is being restored. Anybody who was lying or had ulterior motives, or hasn't been on the up and up with you or fair with you, is you're gonna get the situation is going to be karmically adjusted for that, meaning that you will get a reward for having put up with that and dealing with it in the right way. I feel like you're doing all the right steps, Taurus, all the right moves to deal with this. whether it's working out in your personal life or in your professional life. But yeah, there is an element here at the start of July where it is, and with the Hanged Man, where I've got to be patient and I've got to wait until I have all the information to make my move. And, you know, you may have to, on the work front, have evidence of what this person has done, or, you know, so you may need to gather a little bit more, or there may be, you know, you may have some things that, you may bring it up again just to kind of get them to respect, you know, you may email them and get the response back, etc., so that you can present it and prove like, yeah, this is what he or she said, and this is what they say every time I ask about a raise, or ask about the promotion, or ask if I can apply or transfer to this other location. They're always, you know, really kind of trying to hold me back. If you are single, and this is going on at work and you're single, you could be meeting someone when you're just either kind of chilling, taking a time out. Maybe somebody invites you over to like watch some TV or watch a movie, and there's there's some other people there. Yeah, it'll be in an unexpected place, and you may even be spending time with your mom. Or an older member of the family. Because of this is gonna sound weird, but I mean, because of the association with trees, like you may be going over to, like, I'm seeing like they're gonna have to trim trees, and you're there to help your mom, or kind of like take care of it for your mom or an older relative. And I don't know, maybe it's the tree trimmer, you know, maybe it's a neighbor, maybe your relative has a new neighbor, and because yeah, it seems to be happening, and you're definitely not thinking about it. It's one of those things, Taurus, where you're like, you have a plan for the day, there's something you're doing, and you're not dressing to meet someone, you know, you're not fixing up like you normally would. So, hey, this is the way readings like this can help out. In July, no matter what you're doing, put it all on, right? Go all out. Make sure you're looking your best, because I feel like it's not going to matter, but you'll just feel more confident and a little bit better if you're prepared, right? So, yeah, it's going to be like, and you're going to be like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. And, oh, I didn't put on my makeup, or I'm wearing my, you know, lounge around clothes or something. So yeah, you may want to put a little extra effort into appearance, no matter where you're going, Taurus, because you just never know. It looks like it's going to be, for some of you, an unexpected meeting that could turn into something quite significant. But that's what I see here in the reading for July, Taurus. Meet me over on Vimeo. I'm going to shuffle the Faeries Oracle. I'm going to see which fairy wants to give us more information about, especially about these three positions, this person, and any more insight on how best you can handle that. So that link is below. Of course, your mid-year check-in RuneScope's over there too. So if you're curious about what July through December holds for the rest of the year, definitely check that out over there. Link is below in the description box. I will see you over there, and I'll see you back here next time. Thanks for watching.